Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the morning gap trades today. We're getting into the heart of earnings season. It really gets going and underway this week. And that's why now is the perfect time to learn how to trade the gaps. Here's an example today where we had one stock, we had two trades on it, both profitable. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the trade in Hasbro. HAS is the ticker. I'm going to show you the email that went out to subscribers this morning explaining the trade, and then we'll walk through it so you understand the whole gap trade. So let's start with the email that went out. This is the trade setup. We had 4 potential gap trades identified before the market opened today. This email is sent out about 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a half hour before the market opens. So I identified 4 potential trades. Only one hit, but it hit for 2 trades. It was Hasbro. So Melco's off the table, Pandora, and Wynn Resorts didn't happen. But Hasbro gave us 2 trades. And you see what I say here. Gap higher, resistance levels are $80.87, $81.30, and $82.34. 2 of those levels are very close together. So here's what I did. 81.30 is a gap fill and close to the first level. Traders could take half a position at 80.87, and if the stock continues higher and reaches 81.30, you add the other half for a short trade. You're looking for a pullback from that level. If it never reaches gap fill at 81.30, you still have half a position. If it pulls back, so what? You make half the money. And then I say stop and profit target is about 50 to 65 cents. Now let's go take a look at exactly what happened, and I'm going to walk you through it on a short-term chart. So here we're looking at a 1-minute chart. You can't get much shorter than that. And you can see here, the previous trading day, the stock closed at $76.16. This morning it was gapping higher at the open, producing an opportunity for anybody that can identify a level, a price level, where the stock is likely to have a price reaction in the other direction. In this case, meaning a pullback, and this is a short trade. So what happens is you can see the 3 levels identified with the trend lines across the screen. 80.87, 81.30, and 82.34. When the stock came into the 80.87 level, you can see what happened. It had a slight pullback off that level, but just for a second, and then it continued higher up to the 81.30, just as I specified in the email that went out to subscribers in the morning. And then what happened is it pulled back, making a low of $80.41 just minutes later. Now, if you understand what happened, if you sold short half a position at 80.87, the second half at 81.30, you have an average cost basis of 81.09. And you can see here the stock made a low of $80.41 just minutes later, representing a max gain of about 67 cents. And that's exactly what was specified in the email this morning, 50 to 65 cents. So it's right on the money. Then what happened is the stock consolidated and continued higher. And what did it do? It went right into our second level. I'm going to change the chart a little bit and I'm going to show you what happened. Now we're looking at a 5-minute chart, and you can see what happened. When it pierced through the 82.34 just by a few cents, it started lower. And you can see here, and I'm making this video in the middle of the trading day, but you can see it's trading around $81 a share, and that's more than $1 lower. It's $1.31 lower, $1.34 lower, pardon me, from where the second entry point was. So all in all, just on this one stock today, we're already at a gain of $1.34 total in 2 trades, 1 stock, gap trading. This is the way it's done. I teach this method in my course at LazyGapTrader.com. You have to come over and take a look at the course, because if you learn how to do this for yourself, whether a stock's gapping higher or gapping lower in the morning, either way, I teach you how to exactly identify the price levels, just as I showed you in this video, for any stock that's gapping higher or lower in the morning. The stocks have to meet certain criteria, and I go over all that in the course. In addition to the course, I offer traders my gap trades each and every morning for a separate subscription service. You don't have to have it. You don't need it if you learn how to do this for yourself, but you can use it as a validation for what you're learning in the course, even for a little while. It's a wonderful opportunity, and now's the time, folks, because we're getting into earnings season, and throughout earnings season, each and every day, these gap trades come fast and furious. Come over, check out my course, LazyGapTrader.com. I'm David Frost. Thanks for tuning in, folks.